Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the principal's office. So, today I wanted to talk to you about parent involvement. I know that many students have returned to school, and I know that many students are planning to return to school in the next couple of weeks. And so, I wanted to focus on three aspects of parent involvement that parents can do, but then it also spills over to how teachers and the school itself responds. So, number one, communication. Open communication between the teacher and the parents is essential. This is how we work together to make sure that your child is successful. So anything that you feel that we need to know needs to be communicated with us and teachers. Anything that you feel that parents needs to know needs to be communicated with them. I will say this, parents, be open, write your email address down, write your phone number, text, however you want to receive that information. And teachers, go ahead and shoot parents an email, create a classroom newsletter, a calendar, what have you. But I will urge you to reach out to parents before something negative occurs, if that makes any sense. Build those relationships and partnerships before something major happens. Celebrate students at every aspect with each other because, yes, you're the teacher, and yes, it's their student, and both of you are working on something or with someone to enhance their learning. So it's important that the communication is open. Make it regular, make it progressive. I would, from good, bad, or indifferent, I would communicate that. I would communicate assignments. It doesn't just have to be on conference night, it should be once a week, every day. Whatever you can manage, teachers, you manage that. But I would communicate what that looks like to the parents the first week or by the second week of school. Parent support at home. Encourage your child to learn and be creative, but then also ask the students, what is it that they're learning? How did they learn it? Give a model, give an example. What did they like about it? And then what did they not like about it? Because they could be great at math, but then the teacher, sometimes we have to do this, teachers, we know it. We break up into groups. And maybe Junior doesn't want to break up into a group. He's a great mathematician, but he likes to do his math on his own. Why do I have to do this math story with a group of other three people? And he'll do it because he's doing what he's asked to do, but he doesn't love it. And so that's parents, that's a conversation that you can have with your scholar and talk about how we have to sometimes do things that we don't want to do in the work world. And sometimes we have to work with other people collaboratively in the work world. So what they're doing in the classroom is connecting. So that's a way that you can be involved, parents. It doesn't always have to be you're in charge or ahead of the homework, but it's just little conversations about what they're learning can keep you engaged and in tune to what's happening in the classroom. And same thing with your scholar. Get involved, parents. There's PTAs, there's school councils, attend the school meetings, conference nights, all of those things. Let your face be seen so your voice can be heard. We do love parents, as some parents don't think so, but we do love the involvement from our parents. It could be depends on your school, but you can be a part of any of those committees. And if you don't want to be a part of those committees, that's fine, because you'll go back to number one of what I was saying with communication. Maybe your job doesn't allow you to do those things, but your job does allow you to be in communication with your students, your scholars, teacher. From the standpoint of administrators, I don't even need to tell you this, but the more communication you send out, and be very clear about what it is that you're expecting as a school from students and scholars. And the same thing with parents, sending newsletters home. I had the opportunity to do a few things. I sent newsletters home monthly that had everything that we were doing, so between celebrations, congratulations, and things that we were going to do ahead, to phone parent links every Sunday night. I had the ability to call all 1,200 kids, their parents, and give them notifications about things that was happening in the week that was coming up. I made it my business to do it every Sunday. And I also sent one to my staff just to let them know, hey, today is Sunday. I expect to see you on Monday. It was a great way for me to stay in tune. And we used to laugh about that because if they didn't hear my Sunday call, it was like, oh my gosh, she didn't call, what's going on? Or it was, I'm out having a really good time, and she's calling to remind us that we have to go to work on Monday. So it depends on how you want to take it. And I was calling to let parents know that school was in on Monday, and I was letting teachers know, hey, I expect to see you on Monday. So both goes both ways. However, it was a lot of communication there, and there was a lot of reminders for staff, myself, and for everyone in my building. So that line of communication be very clear about that. The kids knew, the parents knew I was going to call every Sunday. I was going to monthly newsletters. We had a marquee that we finally got, a really big digital marquee. We would put things on a marquee. Communication helps with involvement. It helps keep everyone clear and focused. And then I was always able to advertise those PTA nights that I was talking about, those conference nights in all three of those formats. And then also encouraging parents to get be involved. I was also able to connect what was happening in grade levels in classrooms into some of those phone calls, whether it was NEHS had a special program or something that they had done, or math literacy nights or our reading literacy nights. Any of those things could be advertised and communicated. Again, making sure my communication was out there, but the involvement for our community was also put out there. So I say all of that because as you're starting the year and you're creating those structures and procedures in your classroom that's well needed to build culture, part of culture and structures is the communication piece. And what does that look like? And inviting people into your classroom, as well as keeping them their ears to the ground about what's happening in your school. So I say all of that so you can use this tidbit to have a fabulous year. For those that started school, congratulations, you're going to do well. And just remember this week, because this week is going to go really fast, and then you, before you, boom, summer's here all over again. And for those that have not started their school year and you're still on summer break, hey, do a summer slide for me, meaning the real slide with not the summer slide going backwards, but a slide to something fun while you still have a chance, while summer is still here. But that's all I have for you now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That would help me out a lot. Peace, guys.